Alright. I believe we are all good now. So everyone, the Pokemon Fan 993 here, back more Pokemon stuff. So, last night, Pokemon Champions dropped, at least for my area. I couldn't play it because it dropped like at 11 p.m. that night, and I'm not going to stream at 11 p.m. I apologize for those who are night owls. But I've gotten the gist of how Pokemon Champion works. It doesn't work like Showdown does. You have to do certain things. A lot of people are complaining about the game. For example, there's no 6v6 apparently, either doubles or singles. I don't think there ever was a 6v6 for. Maybe there was. I'm not a big fan of doubles. A lot of the reviews are just like people saying, "Oh, the frame rate's bad," because they're probably playing on Switch 1. There's no mobile support. They said those two the things a lot of people are complaining about are just basic stuff that we already know. Like, not all the items are there, not all the Pokemon are there. My intention was to start this game with a team that I was going to actually use. Game me put up any money. All right. So this is a free-to-play game, essentially. Whoa. Slightly loud. Oh, it's because I have the volume up to max, that's why, because I was testing something earlier. Oh, hang on. Apparently, yeah, let's get rid of that. So, I'm currently not putting any money into this. Basically, I made a team on Showdown, and I was going to put it into Champions, but I found out very early that I didn't have any time to really do anything about it, is that you need to be able to port Pokemon over that have the moves and everything. So there are some things that I have to deal with. I did not mean to go to the shop. Alright, so I guess we just hit... Well, I hit start, but it brought me... Okay, I have a question. Why was there... I guess I hit A. That confused me. Why would it say start and then you hit start and it takes you to the web page for whatever it is? Well, they have quite a few languages. So from my understanding is that you get one Pokemon at random and then you have to bring the rest of your team in. Or something like that. I'm not really 100% sure. I was just getting bits and parts. I didn't want them to like spoil it for me entirely. So North America, US... I think we're... No, we're north. Okay. I'm not good with time zones and shit, so I apologize. Birth, month, and year below. So, no offense to anyone, but I'm actually going to take my Switch out and do this because I do not want my month and birth year to be, it's probably just me being overcautious, but I'm not going to actually put that on... Yeah, I'm not putting that directly on stream. Okay. I apologize. I didn't answer my actual birth year or anything, but I didn't want to have that. So we get the terms of use and the privacy policy. Let's see. Probably not even worth looking through this. I mean, minors, contents within the service, application for paid services, probably just tell me I can't get a refund if I do anything, blah, blah, blah. Termination of paid services, probably if you cheat. Price of the paid service, yada, yada, yada. Changes, refund return policy, login and account linking, transfer upon upgrading devices, personal, blah, 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 blah. Yes, that one doesn't look like I have to worry too much about that. And then the privacy policy, I probably didn't have to look through. I would look through the terms of use because of, you know, legal reasons. Game mode, okay, so I download 5 megabytes of in-game data now. Okay, so I have to decide which character I want to use. This one. Okay, so I can customize my character. I'm usually not too crazy about this, but since I might be playing this a while, let's go ahead and make a change to my normal. We're gonna figure. Wait. I'm gonna do a female player. Hang on. No, I guess it just seems like that. Alright. So... not doing the 4 in a row. I guess this one... Wait. That one works. Alright, short wolf cut. What else we got here? These are... Oh, this is hair color. Probably good I'm gonna get on that. Why didn't I didn't choose that hairstyle. I guess I had to hit A on it. That worked. Alright, that's fine. Now we got, what is this? Are these just eyes? I was gonna say, for a minute there, I couldn't tell much of a difference. That one works. Alright, we got, oh, these are actual, these are eye colors. These are kind of cool. Well, you all know my favorite color, so I guess I gotta go with the red. And then what else we got here? Is this just base style? Oh. We're going none on that. What else we got here? This is what color? Oh, is that? I can't tell what that affects. Is that color? Okay, I cannot really tell what that affects, so I'll just default to red. I wish it would tell you. Okay, so these are eyebrows. Guess I'll run that one. These are... It's another thing where oh, these are the eyebrows. Okay, this one's a bit more easy to figure out. These are smiles. This game actually goes way in the customization more than I thought it would. What else is this? What is this? Color. Oh, color of lips. Yeah, I'm not doing that. And these are just the lips themselves. These are freckles. Interesting. What? Nose and cheeks. I wish they would just put the damn thing instead of making the icon for it, because I can understand what the hell's going on. Oh, I see. They just changed the... Oh. These are glasses. Okay, well, I'm going to keep the glasses. I think that's... Is that it? So what do I just hit start now? Did I not select everything? Do I just... Okay. Fantastic. Oh, I have to go back and then you can think, okay, that's fine. I guess it works. Okay, so we're gonna use my name, which is, or one of my names, instead of using my main name, I'm gonna actually just use my other one. Sometimes I use my real name, sometimes I go by other ones, but I'm gonna go straight up just use Phoenix like I normally do. Yes. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't have to, like, I had to create my own username or some shit like that. Okay. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Mysterious creatures of Pokemon that live in all sorts of places. Born out in nature, here for our cities. Pokemon truly are everywhere. Pokemon love to compete with each other and battle alongside people. This is where the best come to battle. Pokemon, the battle arena at the City of Frontier. This arena of Pokemon trainers face each other in fierce battles day and night. Caraway, the owner of the battle. Kojima, mayor of Frontier. Trainers who battle this way in the top of the battle arena are known as Pokemon. Okay, Pokemon trainers. I could say Pokemon trainers. This title is rose throughout Frontier and indeed throughout the entire world. Who is next to claim the title of the crown of all I'm citing? Pokemon Champions. You're destined to battle where you become the strongest trainer of all. Okay, so that first sequence there, if you don't read slow, you would not be able to read all that because I could barely speak it out. Cordy's personal gym. All right. Ampharos in the corner. Well, well. You must be Phoenix. Name's Cordy. I run this personal gym. Fine place, wouldn't you say? I've trained up a whole lot of Pokemon here, that's for sure. Let me turn something down, hang on. I think I'm also going to turn the audio down just a little bit. Staying as young as I used to be. Which is why I've been on the hunt for a young go-getter who could take over the gym for me. When we were hearing about you, I thought, well, this might be just the person for the job. I'm sure I'm glad you agreed to come. I'll need to test your talent before I go leaving my darling gym in your hands. More importantly, I need to see whether your trainer chops are up to the task. So we're going to head back to the gym court and get right to battle. Hey, wait, forget somebody? You must be the new kid that Grandpa's been talking about. Nice to meet you. I'm Tatrona. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce that. I manage the front desk here at the gym. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, Rotom. Sorry for the scare. This is Rhodey, a Rotom that lives inside a headset. Tell it all sorts of useful information during battles. Seriously, Rhodey's a big up for anyone who spends a lot of time on the court. Isn't that right, Rhodey? Sure is. I can tell you about the opponent's weak spots, different moves, effects, and much more. Let's be friends, Phoenix. Believe me, Rhodey. Believe me, Rhodey there is a keeper. A trainer couldn't ask for a better ally. There's Whimsicott on top of that stand. How about we go to the battle? The gym court's right through there. Come on. Well, I bet you've never seen a gym court in such fine condition, have you? Local kids like to stop by once in a while, folks to watch battles, so keep the place looking nice. I want to summon my Pokemon this time, Phoenix, so we can get straight to testing those battle stats. There's probably a tutorial. Think you could draw my Pokemon's potential? Then show me what you're made of. And remember, no matter how old you get, the thrill of facing a new opponent never fades. That's Pokemon battles for you. Also, I'm using my other controller, so this is going to be a little difficult to figure out what's going on. This show looks pretty nice. The Charizard, I just figured that was who they're going to choose the opponent. Alright. In singles battles, you'll select 3 Pokemon from your battle team, sending them out one at a time to do battle. If your go-to trainer defeats all the opponent's Pokemon first. When fight is, it's the lower hand for the screen is to be taken in the move selection screen. Once you move through the selection screen, select Body Slam from the opponent's able to deal out an attack on your opponent. Okay. It's pretty solid. Select Fight. Okay, it's good. Body Slam, Flamethrower, Fire. Okay. Body Slam. Flamethrower use energy. It's gonna do a little bit of damage. It's mostly ineffective. So that's it used to be it's not very effective, and I guess that means that the attack is only 1/4 effective as a normal attack would be. Pokemon battles, Pokemon on both sides will unleash moves just like this, one after the other. Try to ping your opponent by reducing the HP of all Pokemon to 0. Next up, we'll take a look at the Pipe matchup, which are critical for getting the upper hand in battle. Every Pokemon trainer and all the moves they use will have at least one type associated with them. A Grass-type Pokemon will take double damage from a hit by a fire, but a Fire-type Pokemon will take half the damage hit by a Grass-type. Differences in type effectiveness of moves is how type matchups play a role in Pokemon battles. Consider going with Grass moves. Try to use a Fire-type move against it. Now that you know how effective Fire moves against Grass types, select Fight and go to Flamethrower. Flamethrower looks pretty nice. Also, I know Venusaur looks like he's ready to commit a war crime, the way his eyes just slanted like that, flying down to the ground. Looks like he's ready to do some devious. If you the Grass-type Venusaur using the Fire-type move Flamethrower, use type matchup to choose your most effective moves possible and take control of your battles. Alright, we got left. We're probably gonna have to swap. When a Pokemon faints a trainer, then must switch in another Pokemon from their party. Your next Pokemon opponent appears a Water-type Pokemon Blaster. Water-type deals double damage against Fire-type Pokemon, so your side is now at disadvantage. When you find a Pokemon that's the wrong side of an unfavorable type matchup, switching out your opponent to send in their Pokemon can be quite good strategy. Let's get the start by selecting Pokemon. Whoops. Pokemon. What else do I have here? Okay, so I have Meganium and Pidgeot, I think. Is that what it says? When you select Pokemon, you'll be taken to another screen where you can choose a different Pokemon to switch it. Why don't you select Meganium and descend into battle? So that said Meganium. Bullet Seeds and Head Floods. Saurian good. Okay, it's pretty good. So we'll swap it, he's gonna get a turn in obviously, but so far it's looking pretty solid for a free-to-play game. Not very effective. Switch to Meganium, which is a type advantage against Grass type. Pokemon can't use moves on the turn they switch in, but since damage from the Water type is half against Grass type, you will be able to limit the damage input. Now let's try using Meganium use a Bullet Seed, a Grass type move that will deal double damage to Water types. Interesting that it would choose Bullet Seed and not Solar Beam or Giga Drain. The Bullet Seed will do damage to it, but that weapon is a high defense. It's good to hit 5 times. Then, not a bad thing, I guess, but still. They hit 5, okay, hit 4 times. I'm guessing that scripted always make sure to knock it out. Defeated Blasted. Remember that switching in a Pokemon during a battle can be effective for season victory. So now his last Pokemon was going to be, I don't want to get a Heracross, so I thought he was going to throw out a Charizard himself. When our Pokemon has a higher speed stat, we'll usually get the first Easter. Your Pokemon Heracross will be the first one to attack because it has higher speed than your Meganium. In that case, why don't you try switching in Speedster Pokemon that can attack first? Go ahead and switch in Pidgeot, which has a higher speed stat than Heracross. Sky Attack. I wanted to read all its moves, but that damn box. It had some good moves, I just couldn't read the first one. He's gonna hit me with something. Make a horn. Which actually does quite more damage than I thought it would. Pidgeot's not in battle, so the higher speed so the Heracross should be able to attack first. Rather than Pidgeot use its Hurricane. So this would be 4 times effective. You can see on the top right where it says extremely effective, meaning that means it's doubly effective. I guess that was a lot easier to say that's doubly effective. People might be confused by that. That didn't really shot it. The only way I could see him surviving that is if he had an Assault Vest and max Special Defense EVs. Pidgeot's speed set was higher than Heracross, and its attack is not Heracross. Since you managed to beat all 3 Pokemon on the other side, you mean to win this battle. No, now keep it up and have fun battling Pokemon. Huh, not bad at all. Not half bad, kid. In fact, top marks. But with battling for a good 50 fighters, I can tell you've got a fantastic instincts. You pulled off a fine battle with my team. Don't forget about little old me. Seeing your opponent's weak spots was handy, huh, right? That'll show me all I need to see. Now I know my hunch about you is correct. The gym's all yours from now on. Do it as you please. Wow, for real? That was fast. That's Grandpa for you. Always going with his gut, the rest of us catch up. Don't hold it against him or anything, okay, Phoenix? Ah, you got me there. Want to know something else my gut is telling me? These guys what it takes. Join the ranks of our Pokemon champions. You think so? Or about any support you need, so just battle your heart out knowing I've got your back. What he said, looking forward to working with you, Phoenix. Right, time to recruit some Pokemon, I think. So there was only vaguely, I don't remember, I think you have to spend points in order to recruit Pokemon. You can also bring them over from Scarlet and Violet, and I was planning on doing that, but I didn't know if Champions would release tonight, and if I did, I wouldn't have the amount of time I would need in order to redo my entire team on Pokemon Scarlet. So I decided just to not do that. Am I camera crooked? Or am I just being paranoid? Hang on, I'm being paranoid. We're shipping out, come on. I thought my camera was a little crooked. Hey there, kid, how's things? Well, hey, Cordy, how you do? Got a whole bunch of darn Pokemon ready and raring to go, just like always. Pokemon aren't the only ones. Glad you seem as chirpy as ever yourself. I'll introduce someone to you, kid. This here's Phoenix. Pleasure to meet you, Phoenix. Kid's the name. I'm the face of the Roster Ranch, and dang proud of it. The ranch right here is full of Pokemon breeders, raise all kinds of Pokemon with love and care. Pokemon trainers drop out by to recruit them. Ain't this place just the best? Speaking of which, let me take a stab at why you're here. The new gym manager that Corey's been searching for high and low for, ain't you? Guilty as charged. But so, well, we got Corey's seal of approval, you must sure be something. These darn Pokemon love the battle inside a trainer lake. Don't be shy about recruiting. You could tell Phoenix how to go about doing that, Kit? Sure thing. Okay, explain everything. Don't you sweat. This will be your first time recruiting Pokemon from us. It's on the house. Let's take a look, see if he's ready for us then. This way, Phoenix. So I'm right, you need some kind of point system in order to get the Pokemon in question. Let's get a recruit, shall we? From this roster, okay. Let's see. On double check, pick up Pokemon that strikes your fancy. Don't forget, it usually costs you VP to go around and recruit Pokemon permanently. Just the ones I'll let ticket for nothing. Interesting selection. Only problem is that there's nothing on my team that I wanted. However, yeah. These are all pretty actually really good. They have good natures too. A lot of my Mega Evolutions as well, if I ever get the Stones for those. I feel like in order to start this, I'm going to need... Oh, it even shows the EVs as well. That's interesting. I'm going to need a Pokemon with some... This is hard. Like generally. Yawn, Rest, Careful Nature, Thick Fat. No, I'm going to start with Snorlax. Permanent recruitment. Let's give him. You recruit Snorlax permanently. Mighty fine Pokemon you picked out there. Come on back whenever you feel like recruiting more little darlings from our range, you hear? You got the gist of how to recruit Pokemon to Kit. With that lockdown, let's head back to the gym, shall we? This is quite confusing, because my friend said that you could either report them over or recruit them. I wasn't really sure what he meant by recruit. Take care of that little darling you recruit. Don't be a stranger now. I couldn't figure out what he meant by recruit, but he's already played the game and I haven't, so I guess that he would know more than I would. Still convinced that's kind of like crooked, but I don't think it really matters. Welcome back to Man's Recruit Lowly Pokemon. We sure did. Turns out the talented Pokemon are drawn to talented trainers like Phoenix. That still leaves you with a grand total of 1 Pokemon into your name, huh? You'll need 6 to face off against other trainers in battle. For now, I'll undo some remaining 5 that you need in my own personal box. You need to access your own box and add the Pokemon there to a battle team before you can actually use them for battling. Being a roadie. I'm giving our recruit a rundown of boxes and battle teams. Happy to. Sort of thing is my specialty. Only gave me some interesting. You give me anything that I wanted to use, but the Pokemon in this selection are bad. I like Kingambit. Battle other trainers. I actually want to take a screenshot. How do I don't remember how to take a screenshot with this. Is it this button? Okay, cool. Battle trainers, you need to make a battle team with 6 Pokemon on it. Then choose a slot you'd like to fill. So I just gotta choose. Go ahead and drop Snorlax into your team. You can fill at least the rest of your team with some auto building team. Oh, auto team building. Cool, so there's an auto button as well. Yes. I was gonna choose whatever I have. Got a battle team. Or maybe some teams yourself once you're comfortable with how this all works, okay? That's it done. It looks like you got your box of battle team all prepped. With that, you're finally ready to go into ranked battles. Good first goal is when you graduate from beginner to the Pokeball tier. Beginner tier is pretty much what it sounds like. Your opponents in this tier will be rookies. They'll do fine there, I know. Lay it all on the battlefield and just have fun. So I'm guessing the recruit tier is going to be specifically for people who just have a team of whatever Pokemon. Tatora. Hello, what? At least what? Shows me where we go to rings battles with you. Being right now, I just started watching one of Caraway's old interviews. Here, Phoenix, you should come watch too. You're at Caraway, right? She owns the battle arena. She's also incredibly amazingly awesome. I'm really excited for it. This sounds like Kanari from ZA. Come on now, Tori. You can watch the video and I'll come back to it later. Okay, I'll show you where to go, Phoenix. Alright, so I guess we gotta do this. So let's have a look. I have no idea what this means. It's gonna be AI controlled, but we're gonna have a look. Oh, I'm battling someone from Japan, I think. So, okay. So I gotta select 3 Pokemon here. We have a minute and 20 to figure this out. So he has a Tyranitar that's probably his we chose first. So, my first thought he's going to use Tyranitar. So we have, looks like we have 2 Pokemon that are weak to Steel. So I probably should include Kingambit. We have a Fire type. Hydreigon would work for that. Oh, we actually have and then, alright, I think I got my team. So we're going to start with, Hawlucha. Then Hydreigon, and then Kingambit. I think that'll work. Looks like I'm set up, so let's see what happens. So there most likely will be a second stream of me playing this once I get an actual team together to fight. But it's not clearly going to be this for Okay, so we chose Aggron. So I chose a very good first start. I start with Hawlucha. Figured. Mold Breaker. Fights. I jumped it. Doesn't that have a 10% chance to miss? Let's give it a shot. Alright. There's a one shot. For some reason I thought that Aggron would have Sturdy. Extremely effective. Aggron thing. Okay, I think his entire team, I don't think this might be either AI or this might be someone who's not used to playing this game, which is fine by me, you know. It seems like AI though, because it seems like he's selecting his Pokemon really quickly. One of my friends is playing Champions as well. Oh wow, I'm gonna dominate this entire match. Okay, Intimidate, maybe not. Forgot about Intimidate. I do have Stone Edge. It really comes down to Stone. If I get critical, I think I'll put him down. But no, not enough. That Intimidate really screwed with me. Scary Face. Okay. I want to say this is AI because I think a lot of people, most people would go for an attack to try to take me down. He did it twice, yeah. It's either someone who just started playing the game, which I'm not bashing for, or it's an AI. But it's more likely it's AI than you think. I'm afraid I didn't get a critical hit either time. Works for me, though. We defeated on whoever that is. That one was rather easy. Beginner tier. Cool. Look about tier rank 4. I quit battling and it's probably going to give me another cutscene here. Nice going, Phoenix. You breezed right through the beginner tier. Would have been a lot tougher without my handy Daddleinkle though, right? Probably not. So happy to see you found your feet already. I just knew you'd be great at this. Of course, I expect nothing less from the promising and trainer I've taken under my wing. Don't forget, you still have a ways to go. There's 6 tiers in total for ranked battles. And one you'll be dealing with is next called Pokeball tier. Hope someday you'll climb through every last tier to reach the top, the champion tier. Coaching trainers so they achieve that lofty goal is my dream. I'll do my best. Oh, you're more than capable of doing it, Phoenix. I'm sure. Us burning passion leaves an old fell apart. Latora, do you think you could purchase some chill bottles of soda pop from the store? Can do, but pay me back later, okay, Grandpa? Phoenix, we got guest incoming. Well, those are that's clearly the champion, and yeah. Hello, Carway and Kojima. Great to see you both here together. So what I have with a pleasure. Lovely to see you, Cordy. And you as well, Trainer. I don't believe we've met before. My name is Caraway. I'm the owner of the Battle Arena. I'll introduce myself as well, shall I? Kojima's the name. I'm the mayor of this fine city of Frontier. It's better to meet you, young trainer. Of course, the Pokemon has to be in Cinework. They have to do that with double battles. They have to include Cinework every double battle. So the owner's arena is paying us a good price with the mayor of the city. Is our port gym getting shut down or something? Rotom has some unique ideas. We're simply here as part of our tour around the personal gyms. I've been the owner of Battle Arena for half a year, you know, getting to know the city's various battle facilities due diligence. Since you're talking about Cordy, I'm sure everything in this gym is shipshape. You take your coaching duties just as seriously as you take your battling. But you have the mayor's seal of approval. Regardless, if there's anything troubling you, please don't hesitate to mention it. Kind of need to say, but I already went and solved one big problem on my plate. I made to present my gym's new manager, our very own Phoenix. These right here, the Pokemon trainer, are telling me it's going to be one to watch. Oh, so that's what the Gleaming Eye is all about, huh? You finally found a successor. You made a good choice, Cordy. I can tell this one has battle spirit and talent to match. But sure would do a fine job running the gym. Phoenix was it. Hope to see you win your way through the ranked battles, all the way up to the champion tier. Good luck, champion to be. But we stopped in just time to hear the good news. Yes, in fact, Phoenix. Why don't I give you a little something to celebrate you becoming a gym manager? You obtained the Omni Ring. I'm guessing this lets me do a bunch of different stuff, including Dynamaxing, Mega Evolution, and a couple other things. But it's called Omni Ring. You can draw out the Pokemon potential that lies hidden within Pokemon. You should be able to make good use of it and show us some stupendous battles. There you have it, Phoenix. Shake the Battle Arena to its foundations, you hear? I hope to see you there. I'm back to Route Soda Pop, so I got lemonade, so I hope that's okay. I didn't really hit the spot, actually. Thanks, Datora. There is one thing I want to check, actually. Oh, they got Magic Power Wing, she's gonna freak out. I want to check something real quick. Give me 1 sec here, guys. Okay. So, this is the first time I've streamed, I think, through my Switch since I moved. I want to make sure my audio isn't like doing double sound or anything. But you want to worse way though, Korea to stop by to visit, you see. You're joking, she dropped in out of the blue. Wish I'd been do you think she'll live again, Phoenix? Won a bunch of rank battles? That's the goal that I think I had a lesson on using the Omni Ring as an order. Stop by the training room when you're ready, and I'll get you started. How about a little recap of some of your topics you talked about? Yeah, Also, we didn't get any rewards for doing that battle, so I'm guessing... Oh, we did. 10,000. Good. Oh, that was just to log into the game. Okay. Okay, news. So the warm-up challenge, for those who don't know, it's hard for me to explain everything about it. But essentially, I can probably go over it real quick. Let's see if it says that. So basically, Friday through Sunday this week, if you participate in 3 battles, whether you win or lose, if you rage quit or you run away, it doesn't count. But essentially, there's certain Pokemon that can be used. I think I can actually bring up the eligible Pokemon right here. Okay, so I'm just going to like slowly go through the list here. Try to go slowly through it. If you guys want to stop at any point to see what Pokemon are eligible, you can. Just thought I'd scroll through real quick. Well, quicker. Looks like a majority of Pokemon are available. Essentially, if you do that, you get, I believe you get Gardevoir's Mega Stone and some V points, which for 3 battles, win or lose, is actually pretty generous. I think they're just getting people into the mix of it. So that runs from, when did it say run from? Let me just double check that. Hang on. So the event period runs from April 10th, 2026 at 2 UTC to Monday, April 13th, 2026 at 1:59 UTC. So I'm going to try and make a team for that before then. Today is Wednesday, so I should logically be able to do it. And the good thing about this, it lets me get back into Scarlet, which I wasn't doing before. So I wasn't playing very much, so we're going to go back to the mailbox. Early download bonus. So I get Dragonite and 100, I'm guessing those are points. A quick coupon, I wonder what that... Why, that must be for like, temporarily getting Pokemon. Alright, so we got missions here. So missions are quite clear. I don't think I have to read the tutorial on that. Log into the game. 6 more quick coupons, okay. Recruit a Pokemon, whether it's trial-based or permanently. Their daily, there's 1 per battle, weekly, starter missions, membership missions, which I have to unlock in order for me to do that. I'm not doing that. So it takes 10,000 to recruit a Pokemon. So I'm gonna have a look there. I'm gonna see if there's anything here that I can recruit. Generally, it'll be a new lineup of Pokemon. So every 22 hours. I think it's gonna be the same lineup then, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see if it's the same Pokemon. Maybe it's not, but we're gonna check anyway. Oh, it is a new lineup. They have new Pokemon. Okay, so these are the new Pokemon I can choose from. Got Dragapult on there. That could be interesting. Ooh, Espartha. We have... Optimus Outcome has Speed Boost. Alright, let's have a look. Magician's pretty good. Queen Majesty would be good against Priority. Oblivious. Just do a hit. And it has Belly Drum. That would be a no-brainer for a lot of people, but I think I'm going to avoid that. I don't think I have a Dragon type. No, I do have Hydra Get Up, so I don't know if I can choose another Dragon type or not. How's Warrior looking? Trick Room, Side Shield, Bass, Brisk, Thunderwave. You know what? I was 2,500 for a permanent. Why not? I'll probably get more BT anyway. So it looks like I can get Pokemon home from there. I got something I hang on, sorry. So we got training. I think this is gonna teach us how to use the stone. Okay, tutorials. Double, Mega Evolution, move forward. Oh, so you get stuff for doing it. That looks like a Mega Stone. So I know how to do all this stuff. So I'm actually going to not do that. You guys can do that on your own. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to look and do maybe a couple battles here. Damn, there's something in my left eye in there. Oh, that is. So, oh, we have casual battles as well. So I guess we'll do a casual. Casual battles, you'll face against trainers, go to double, no need to worry about winning or losing battles. Okay, so we're just going to do a few battles here. I'm going to do a singles. I'm not comfortable with doubles. Never have been. We're going to use the Pokemon that we had before. We're going to see what we get. This is probably going to be a bit more challenging than the other one was because... I think the first person was just AI. Okay. So... You know, I select 3 Pokemon. It's not really doing it, is it? Tearing up. Alright. So we're looking at... So, 2 Pokemon are weak to ground. I do not have a ground type. Let's see. What else we got here? This is difficult because it looks like he has perfect counters for everything. I don't think there's anything here that I can use. Well, no, I could probably use... I could use Abomasnow to deal with, and again, you know, we're going to start with a Lugia like last time. Kingambit, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose Hydran and just basically the same, I think the same selection as last time. So let's see what happens. So I'm not going to do too many battles here because I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot here without Elite Camper. That is never a good sign when I hear that. Okay, so I got a pretty bad start, it looks like. Even though Psychic, I don't know. He should probably pass his line. So, and I really had nothing to really hurt him with, but I could go Brave. If he hasn't chosen any Pokemon, though, I might not know because I forget. Let's go Brave Bird. I thought I mentioned this is only for Switch 1 and Switch 2 from my understanding, so it's not available for mobile yet. I'm going to guess probably June or July when that drops. They try to optimize the game more if that's Shadow Ball. Okay, so I figured it might go first, but Shadow Ball will be enough. Okay, I'm alive. Oh, I have a Citrus Berry, so I forgot about that. See, this Gengar was optimized, so it would probably have Psychic points. Okay, one shot again. I might lose all my HP though. Okay, so I can use Brave Bird anymore. But I'm going to lose a bunch of HP because I basically just took him out one shot. Oh, I'm still alive, okay. So far nothing too bad. This is casual though, so maybe I'll do one casual, one ranked. And then that'll be the end of the screen. Okay, Gardevoir. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go high jump kick. He had probably a rough skin and, well, I would say Rocky Helmet, but I don't even know if that's something that the game would randomly get or not. What's he gonna do? He's probably gonna go for a Stone Edge, possibly a Dragon Claw. I'm guessing because I never really checked. Okay, there's that. But does he have rough skin? Okay, he does. I'm not a low HP. What is he gonna do? Outrage. Okay. So he's stuck in Outrage now. Hawlucha is faster than Garchomp, so to keep that in mind when I switch my next mon in. Leftovers, okay, that's interesting. So he also has rough skin, so be careful using direct contact moves. So I have an interesting thing here. If I switch King Gambit in, I do have Sucker Punch. I wonder if that'd be strong enough. I probably should wait on that. So we're gonna switch in Hydreigon. This is gonna be a toss-up because I'm most likely faster, but if Dark Bolt isn't strong enough, then I have a problem. What is his ability? Okay, so tell him his Quick Claw. So we're down to I think I gotta. How much? Let's stab. Let's get Dark Bolt to try. Oh, he actually got first. Alright, that's not good. So he one-shot me. Alright, so this is a problem. However, you could get confused because it's gone 2 turns using Outrage. Okay, so we have a shot here. I don't know where the last Pokemon is, though. And we are going to make direct contact, so if... What is Gambit? He has a Wafer, which is an interesting one. So, I have several options here. If I go... I don't know what I should do here. Because if he has something like... If he attack goes through and he goes Outrage, I'm dead. If I go Sucker Punch, it might not be enough power to knock him out. However, I do have... I think we go Iron Head. Alright, let's see what he does. Confused. Yeah, so he got lucky. No, I'm alive somehow. Alright, so this is going to be interesting, because if this doesn't knock him out, then I'm pretty much done. Okay. Ruskin's going to attack, so this is going to come down to what his last Pokemon is, which usually is how it works. Now, I've mentioned before, but I'm not a fan of battles where you can't use all your team. So, I'm not... Okay, Pikachu. So, this comes down to whether Pikachu has... whether Pikachu has a Sash. So let's go Sucker Punch. Let's see what he does. Sucker Punch will go first if he uses an attack. If he doesn't, then it doesn't hurt him at all. Let's see what happens. Alright. He's paralyzed me, but I'm very surprised that you did not have Sash. I think they're trying to create variety, but I'm surprised they didn't manage to beat that. Alright. Defeat Elite Camper. By the way, if you call yourself Elite Camper, that is never a good thing to call yourself, because that just assumes that you love to stall, and probably in most situations people will be like, okay, why are you called that? It's a very weird thing to call yourself. That's why I didn't call myself anything weird in terms of what I would actually do. Okay, so we're going to do a ranked now. I don't know if this is going to turn out well, because I don't have, like, a lot of people... You know what? I think I'm going to stay off ranked for now. I'm going to go do one more casual, and that's going to be it for the stream. I don't know if I want to go straight up ranked, because I'm not really set up. People in ranked have probably got all shiny teams or all legendaries, and I got a feeling with the way my team is that that's not going to fly. Okay. So he has a Hawlucha as well. So immediately, my Hawlucha could take down 2 of his Pokemon. So we're going to start with Hawlucha again. Hawlucha seems to be the MVP of this team so far. That takes care of Greninja, Hydreigon, and... Okay. So now we need a Water type. I don't have a Water type. What doesn't... Okay. If I use Little Snorlax, that covers both Manectric and Aramuch. Now then I have to deal with both those guys, so I need a Psychic type. But I don't have a Psychic type. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I think I'm going to choose Hydreigon, or Hydreigon, however you say it, and just because of the variety of moves. just want to make sure my friends don't mess the shit out of me. So I've been playing Champions because I've been playing since last night. I couldn't play that late. I wanted to get my first impression of this game to you guys and not just, okay. So, he started pretty well. I have a lot of... This is going to be interesting because... what was Hawlucha's stats? Like, yeah, I know Hawlucha's better. Like... Oh, it has a full stat thing too. That's crazy. Can I see, like, Hawlucha's... Okay, I can. Stats. Alright, I'm risking it. I'm gonna go for a Stone Edge. This could be a very bad idea. Okay, Stone Edge. Okay, that's more damage than I thought it would. Weak armor? Okay, so that means his speed's gonna be higher next round. Which means he's probably gonna outspeed this. What's he going for? Second, okay, so I was afraid of that. See, so that was a bad chance I took. But Snorlax does a lot of defense, so I'm gonna use Lax Mist. Should I though? His defense is really low. Oh, it's special defense that I have to worry about, not defense. Special defense, he's maxed out, so we're fine. So I'm gonna go for Quake here. I'm gonna see what he does. Forest, that should do some damage. It is super effective against me, but I do have a lot of special defense, so Quake. That should be enough to put him down. Yep. So Snorlax says actually really good against special attackers, but not that good against physical attackers. So let's see what his next mod is. Okay, so he chose another special attacker. So I'm gonna go for Yawn. Breath Knot. Okay, he has protein, so that's its ability. So that's gonna do some damage. Which did more than I thought it would. We're gonna go for Yawn. And then most people I think would go for immediately after would go for a switch. So it gives me a chance to use. Do I have a berry? I do have one berry. Alright, so we're gonna rest. It's gonna probably force me to switch out. Nope, he's actually gonna stay in. Okay. I'm gonna rest. That's gonna fully restore my HP. The one berry is gonna wake me up. And then he's gonna fall asleep during this turn. Balance says it's actually kind of broken when you think about it, at least in this aspect. And Virgin's gonna fall asleep. Yep. So I don't know if he's going to swap into. The chance that he has a Ghost type, though, is going to be, I don't think he even has one. So we're going to go for. Even Earthquake wouldn't do that much because he changed his paratype, so we're going to go for Body Slam. This should do about half. I was pretty much on the money. Leftovers on Greninja, that's kind of crazy, actually. Alright, so we're going to go for another Body Slam. The road comes down to how long he's going to be asleep. Even then, he's just going to use Grass Knot again. He's right, though. Using Grass Knot on a Pokemon that's very heavy is a very good idea. But, unfortunately, with Snorlax having such high special defense, it really doesn't work in that situation. Woke up. What's he going to do now? Another... I was going to go for Dark Pulse. Body Slam. Alright, so now we're down to his last mon. So it comes down to what this mon's going to be, because if it's another special attacker, I think I got this one. Oh, okay, so he has it. Alright. So, this is going to be interesting because I could... This might go for Draco Meat here. If he deloads that, it means that I'm fine, I think. So I'm going to go Body Slam. Focus Blast. So, for those that don't know, Focus Blast is an infamy to miss a lot. So, he probably did that because, you know, I got a critical hit. And, a critical and a paralyzation. That is extremely bad luck. So he's done now, I think. His speed's gonna get lowered. He might quit. No, he goes for a blast. So let's see how much damage that does. Max special defense. Okay, yeah. So if he would have hit 2 in a row, it definitely would have got me. I'll admit that. But with him being paralyzed, it would have paralyzed him anyway. He would have not been able to outspeed my Hydro GM, which means I would have won anyway. Alright, so there's 2 blends in. Not there's nothing really to brag about. I'm not using my own team. But I think this is a good set for Snorlax. I like using the Snorlax. Alright, so that was pretty interesting. We're gonna see if we complete any missions real quick. Alright, so that's just for the thing. And then we need to participate in one rank battle, which I will do probably tomorrow. Starter mission, 2000 VP. Thank you, I will take that. Alright. So I think I'm gonna do it. This game, it has potential. Now, I'm gonna go over real quick. I think this game has a lot of potential to what it needs to do. I don't see frame rate issues, which a lot of people were complaining about. I didn't see that. I didn't see... Of course, there's going to be a paid service. It's a free-to-play game. That's how it always works. I knew that the items weren't going to be an issue, or the items, all the items weren't going to be there. I knew that all the Pokemon were going to be there. And then there's the free-to-play aspect. So all the things that they say, that I've heard, like, oh my god, they can gen Pokemon and put in this game. That's always been the case. This is not something new with Champions. Every percent I've heard, maybe there's going to be some issues when I do ranked instead. Maybe there's going to be a lot of people rage quitting. I have no idea. But anyway, thanks for doing it for the stream. Thank you everyone for watching. This is Pokemon